Comment below saying I subscribed, and we will do our best to reply to every comment. Thank you. I'm Big Mike.
Welcome to Big Guy Treadmill Review.
I'm 6'4". I clock in at 298 pounds. Do not forget to like and subscribe.
This is my chicken. It's not your chicken. Hi, this is Big Mike with Big Guy Treadmill Review, and today we're going to be talking about the Proform 2000 Smart Treadmill. It took me a moment to remember that one because they always have all these weird little marketing phrases, you know, Rebound Pro and all that sort of stuff. Let's just start with the treadmill itself. We have it folded up here. The reason why is I want to start the same way we did with the NordicTrack. This is an Icon Fitness product. Proform is the same company, and we have the exact same sticker down here for consumer use only. They do not actually pretend that these are commercial treadmills in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to at least point that out because sometimes people don't realize that if they're upset with their NordicTrack, let's say, in the past, they'll turn around and buy a Proform because they're like, oh, I want to get away. I'll never do business with NordicTrack. If you're buying a Proform, you're buying a NordicTrack. If you're buying a NordicTrack, you're buying a Proform, the same company. That is just out there just as a fact in case you were wondering. Looking at it right here, we have a lot of similarities actually in the design, especially in the kick plate as the NordicTrack treadmill. These are the models down. So, you know, we paid $14.99 for this. This is a $17.99 treadmill online. They're always discounted. That is just usually a thing with Proform NordicTrack. It is claiming to have a 300-pound user capacity. Now that's interesting because this is $1,100 cheaper than the NordicTrack 2450. So I'm just wondering what you lose for $1,100. Typically speaking, you would see that go down to like $275, or that NordicTrack would have been up at $350, but they've actually kept them both at $300. This thing is 262 pounds in the package. We'll get you those specs. Again, we have a really, really nice detailed page. A lot of guys behind the scenes who give us those weird little specs and fill out a really detailed chart to help with decision making and giving you comparisons. But let's go ahead and let's jump on it. Let's just get a feel for it. Besides the fact that like we have this massive screen, which is housing 2 smart speakers. We're not going to connect to any of the tech stuff. Again, I don't find a whole lot of value in that. I really want to know that it's going to hold my weight. And that's probably a big thing for most of the Big Guy Treadmill people. Is it going to hold up to bigger people being on it? So let's go ahead and let's get it started. And let's get some feels. Again, my first time ever being on it. Besides rolling it out here, I have not even touched this treadmill up until about 10 minutes ago. So let's just see with a fresh feel. I will say walking on it, very slow. Let's see, I don't feel any skipping. We do have a 20 by 60 belt, so it's a little narrower than the NordicTrack one, but 60 inches long for a folding treadmill is pretty good. You know, I got to give it credit there. So I'm wobbly, but that's my own fault. A lot of plastic. That is an initial impression that, you know, you have plastic down there. When we were going to roll it out, it was actually scraping the mat over here, which that did irritate me because you got a $100 mat that you just ruined because you wanted to move the treadmill that's designed to be moved. So I don't like that at all. I'm getting a little noise behind me, but I'm willing to risk it. Let's test it out. So let's go ahead and let's get a little incline while walking so that way I don't burn myself out here. Just food for thought, bad pun. I got pizza there to re-energize me, so don't worry about it. Let's see here. I just pushed, this is, okay. Sorry, one sec. I pushed the 4 button to incline it, and it's declining to 3. So that's, I mean, feel free to go back there, but I pushed 4. 3's all the way at the end here. I was right there and it went down. Now it's going up to 4, but it's struggling with my weight, and this is a very, very long time to get up to 4 for incline. Now, I mean, this is only going up 7 degrees in theory, right? It all depends on the lift motor. And I don't know where it's going because this is definitely past 4. So I've pushed that button twice. We're getting different results each time. I say we try to go back to 0 and let's scrap that idea of, well, I mean, we tested the lift motor. There's something up with the electronics out of the box, is what it is in that sense. But we have it working here. Man, what is happening? I'm at 12 and I just pushed 0. What's going on? This is a weird video. I'm sorry, guys. But you know what? You're getting a real life experience of the Proform right now. It's not skipping. I'll give it that. Hopefully it stops at 0 because I do want to pop this up to 4 and then 7. Give you the exact same speed on all my treadmills to give you a little light jog and then let me kind of bust it out for me. I mean, if you want more than 7, you'll have to buy me something. All right, here we go. Let's go to 4. I just want to make sure it stops at 0 because I don't want to be running at a decline. And right now it's kind of Thunderdome. Okay. All right, here we go. I think. Okay. Ready? And all right. And I'm at -3. Dude, this is crazy. All right, I'm going back to 0. I'll let you know right now, I've run it 4 a few times. My guy's gonna put the laser on this belt. This is not 4. It's not. We are at 0 finally, but this is not running at 4. Let me crank it up to 7. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it's making a rubbing noise here, and it's rattling pretty good. There's a very slight, okay. There's a very slight skip, but not much of one. I am hearing a weird squeaking behind me and a rubbing noise. Now the rubbing noise is most likely from the plastic here. The belt is bouncing up and I can actually see it touching right here. So this is actually fraying already, this brand new treadmill. You know, and $1,500 is not a lot for treadmills, but it's not a little. It's not something I want to throw away. I've got an electronics issue that is remarkable. And I have a rubbing that is already fraying the outside edge of this belt right here on my brand new $1,500 treadmill. So, you know, I don't want to completely bash this thing. It actually did hold up pretty well. I was saying before earlier in the video, 300-pound capacity, no way. Well, you know what? Honestly, it wasn't skipping around too bad. I am seeing a lot of rattling. It's looking like I'm really beating it up, and the electronics are an issue. And of course, a rubbing here, there's literally a wear item on your most important component, your motor, your deck and belt. Those are your most important things on a treadmill. So I do think that I understand the price point on the treadmill. I do understand the desire to save money. I think you're buying yourself a $1,500 headache in some ways, but I will give it credit for this. It was easier to turn on than the NordTrack. It prompted me less. It wasn't trying to totally get the membership. And it actually did hold up fairly well. I mean, the 20-inch wide belt did not feel narrow. They never do, by the way. That's, again, a very weird one. I'm very wide. I mean, I wear a 50 for my suits, for my shoulders. You don't need 22. That is just a huge marketing thing. 20 inches is very, very acceptable. And depending on the belt and the quality and everything like that, it can feel soft. This did feel, like I said, firm, but it didn't feel like I was bouncing as much as I have in past products. So I'll give it credit where credit's due there. I am worried about those things and dealing with these guys because this is the same company. We're going to have an hour-long hold. We're going to go back and forth. They're going to fight us on warranty. It's got a 2-year parts warranty, 1 year on labor. That is not a great warranty. You're going to find a lot of treadmills around $2,000 and they give you 5 years on parts. Lifetime motor and everything. This has 10 years on the motor. So, you know, like I said, the Proform 2000 Smart, I don't know if it's for me. Not to totally bash these guys, you know, but this is in the same wheelhouse as a Soul F80, for instance, kind of some other Dick's Sporting Goods type treadmills. And I mean, I don't know how they're going to compare to each other, but I will say there are other things that are around this price point that will not have the same issues with the electronics. So, you know, I mean, this is the Proform 2000 Smart treadmill. I don't know that this is the smartest purchase in my opinion. But again, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're going to do our best to get you as many specs and weird little details and provide a service as best we can. My name is Mike with Big Guy Treadmill Reviews. I hope you liked the video. I love treadmills. I love treadmills. I love them. I love treadmills.
Comment below saying I subscribed, and we will do our best to reply to every comment. Thank you.